wrong, but
we might be.
who do you got?
I think if I'd known you all these years, I think we might have the same.
Then you know exactly who I'm going to call.
Magic Johnson, Lord have mercy, Tony.
There's never been a point guard like him. He's 6'9", run the floor, dish the ball off, hit the king of the triple doubles. I mean, of course, you can always say Oscar Robertson. I mean, it was a different. It was a different game. It was a completely different game.
When you say Magic Johnson, Faz, the first thing that comes to my mind is open floor athleticism and leadership. I mean, this guy, come on,
75-foot bounce passes between defenders. I mean, the guy was just unbelievable. When you look at a guy like today, like Jason Kidd, who never really developed much of an outside shot. The kid developed his game after Magic Johnson's, and he was, he's able to pass the ball like that. But other than that, I've never seen anybody like him. I mean, maybe John Stockton.
Five rings in 12 years.
9 championship series in 12 years. 3 MVPs. I mean, we're talking about a point guard winning MVPs like that, and it's just
absolutely.
I mean, to me, incredible. And his career cut short at 31 years old.
Are we going to go? Okay, we got the team. I mean, we got the absolute dream team of all time. Now, did you want to talk about a coach, Faz? Because these people need to be led by somebody.
Well, you're going to pick somebody different than I'm going to pick.
You know me pretty well, and I know you well.
I'll give you my reasons why I'm going to pick him. And I'm going to come right out and say him. I do not like him as a human being. But I'm going to take Phil Jackson.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Phil Jackson for the reasons being he's won 9 championships, tied with Red Auerbach all time.
Yeah.
He's won with multiple championships with different teams.
Yeah.
He's won 3 championships in a row with 2 different teams.
Nice.
And he's won 3 championships in a row 3 different times.
Nice.
So all I can say, the guy knows how to motivate. He knows how to put together winners. And in the time of free agency, when teams can come around and bounce around and make themselves better every year, he's been there. And so
that free agency thing was an excellent point, Faz. Excellent point.
But I know who you're taking anyway, so go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I'm going with Red Auerbach.
Of course, I knew it. You are a Celtic man.
Okay, I'm going with him. Okay, I was talking about originality and things of that nature. I mean, this guy, you want to talk about courage, Faz? I mean, he put forth the first all-black starting 5 in racist Boston at the time.
Yeah.
The guy had balls. I mean, his balls were hanging. I mean, you get a guy like Red Auerbach in that era, in his generation, to put 5 black starters out there.
Yeah.
I really honestly believe Red Auerbach judged the player for who he was, not his abilities, and not for his color of his skin or his religious beliefs or what have you.
Oh, he would definitely
without prejudice. I mean,
he wanted to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he showed he could.
Yeah.
So I
think he set the standard for relationships, coach-player relationships. That's how I feel.
Well,
I think Phil Jackson is. I'll give you this, Faz. I think Phil Jackson is probably his equal. So I mean, flip the coin. I'll take either one of those guys, but just got to go with Red, man.
Well, I will respectfully go with Phil, and only because I've seen him coach. I wish I was able to see Red Auerbach coach, because I'm sure what he did was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But being able to watch what Phil Jackson's done over the years, and not even liking him, just especially Phil Jackson's first championship, he won against my Lakers back in back in '91, and so
changing
never
the guard.
a big fan, and
big time.
And now that he is a Laker coach, I'm not a big fan of that organization anymore. And so it's a different time, but still, to look at him and say, look at his body of work and see what he's been able to do with that offense, with a triangle offense, and kind of make the game a little different. Granted, he's always had superstars around him, but so did Red.
I'm thinking, Tony, that Red Auerbach, did he not invent the fast break? Was that not his brainchild?
Once again, you could have gotten me
with
that,
Cousy in that. I'm thinking that he invented the fast break. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that, and I challenge our listeners to a debate on that. Did he not invent the fast break? That's a huge thing. I mean,
he may have invented it, but Pat Riley perfected it.
Oh yeah,
with that Showtime Lakers squad, and the way those guys could have the athletes that ran up the floor back.
You get dizzy watching those guys go back and forth. That was incredible.
A lot of people did anyway.
So I got a couple of honorable mentions. I got Kareem, center. I got in Tony. I got Shaq on there too.
You got him. I
got Shaq on there. I mean, the guy has a heart of a lion.
I had a big conversation with a lot of people. This is always a major topic when we talk NBA. Charles Barkley one time said, if I was 7'3", 350 pounds, or no, I apologize, I want to say it the right way.
Okay.
Bill Walton asked Barkley,
Yeah.
if you were 7'3", 310 pounds, how many rebounds would you get a game? And he said, all of them. And I got to tell you, you look at a guy like Shaquille. He's the guy's average 12 rebounds a game for his career. I mean, he's just a big guy, but I don't know. He's obviously been incredible. He's been a winner. He's definitely been a top 5 center of all time. But I can't put him in my top 2 or 3. I can't do it.
I got him down as honorable mention, number 2 on my center
Number
position.
Number 2.
I mean, as far as my reserves, I'm talking about my reserves now.
You'd put him in front of Wilt.
Yeah, I would.
Ooh, put him in front of Hakeem.
How many rings does Will have? I mean, I'm just kind of, Shaq's a winner, Faz. He's a winner.
Oh, Shaq is a winner. There's no doubt about it. I look at a guy like Hakeem Olajuwon as well. I mean, I
was thinking the Wilt Chamberlain analogy. I mean, it may be a hyperbole, exaggeration, but you got the 5'10" white guy with the black square glasses guarding him. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, Faz. I don't know.
And he did play with Jerry West, who was a hell of a ball player, and they didn't run away with 1 million championships. And so you're right. I mean, you could be right about that one too.
And then let's see, a couple other honorable mentions. Let's see, Bob Pettit. We're going old school as a forward. We're going old school, dude.
That is old school. I mean,
Bob Pettit was a huge standout.
Right. We're talking eras, though. I'm sure that Bob Pettit wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't compete in.
And Faz, I got John Havlicek on there too.
Oh yeah, I think you wouldn't be. That's not going out on the limb at all. Havlicek is unbelievable.
Durability. I mean, durability and just kind of clutch.
Well, how about a guy like Julius Erving? I mean, where does he belong on that list too?
Yeah.
Talk about an innovator, or somebody who kind of showed.
Only one ring, Faz?
Who's that? Who's that?
Julius Erving.
2 rings.
2 rings. Okay, I know he won. I know he won. Let's see, in 80. Oh God, hold on a second now. 80. 83.
Swept the Lakers in 83.
83. Yeah. 83 had a ring.
Yeah, you got a heck of a team, but you had Moses on that team, and you had
Fofo.
You had Cunningham Billy Cunningham on that team. You had some. I think who's Jones on that team?
Yeah.
Players on that
Bobby
team.
Jones. Yeah.
And that was before Barkley got there. But
that's true. And then a couple other honorable mentions in the guard positions. The Big O. Average a triple-double for entire year. Everybody knows that's that. And I got West down there, Mr. Clutch. And
good call.
And I got
the logo, the NBA logo right there.
I may sound Celtic-centric here, but I got Cousy.
Throw Bob Cousy on there?
You got to put Cousy for innovation, Tony.
Yeah, it's definitely an innovator.
How tall is Cousy? 5'10"?
He won a lot of championships. I couldn't tell you.
I think he's about 5'10", and the guy, I think he's the first little flashy point guard to kind of flip the ball behind his back and kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was definitely
like the first guy ever to do that.
And he did it well. It wasn't like someone who just did it and fell apart. He did it well.
And the guy still looks, I've seen him on ESPN, he still looks fantastic.
You still see him around the area up there. He's up in the Worcester area.
Yeah.
So he's got a statue of himself outside of Holy Cross.
Holy Cross College in Worcester. I actually wanted to attend that when we went to Catholic school together, of course, and Holy Cross was one of my targets until I joined the military.
And off to San Antonio you went.
Off to San Antonio I went. Faz, I wish we had more time. This is a great show. We covered a lot of stuff. I'd love to open this thing up for debate and have our listeners put some comments on there on their dream team. And,
I would too, and I believe it.
We had a lot of similar picks. I was really surprised, actually.
Well, I've got some. I just like to throw a little challenge out there. If anybody has anything more to say about somebody different, I'd like them to post that comment, and we'd talk about it on the next show. I think that would be great to give them a shout out, especially if they came up with especially if they came up with a good point. That would be nice for us to.
Yeah.
Touch
before we leave, I just want to say, did you catch that Duke North Carolina contest?
I did, and it was a hell of a first half, and not much of a second half. Well, I guess it depends on who you're looking at. If you're on the Duke side,
it put things in perspective, and then as far as.
Well, I have to say something. Tyler Hansbrough, the guy's unbelievable. He's come in he went in the Cameron Arena 4 years in a row and beat Duke 4 years in a row, and that's just it's unheard of. I think he's the 4th guy to do that.
Well, Faz,
pretty amazing.
Incredible show, Faz. I got to run. Incredible show. I'm looking forward to doing another show maybe middle of next week. I'll be doing it from Houston because I'll be up in Houston way, but definitely have another show soon here. And I had a great time, Faz. It's always always a pleasure talking sports with my cousin.
All right, brother. You have a fantastic time up in Houston.
Okay, Faz. Thank you. You take care.
All right, cousin.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.